So I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to record a video under the redneck yelling at the webcam format. I wanted to do something more artistic, more sophisticated, better production value, but I wasn't making any progress on that. So here I am. Now, I'm responding to Stoudman's argument about the hole in the ozone layer, how you can't trust scientists on that, and so you can't trust scientists on climate change, or presumably anything else. So I've heard this argument in more than one place, and that's why I think it's worthy of response. So the argument, as Stoudman lays it out, is that in the 1980s, scientists were saying that the ozone layer was being broken down, and we were all going to die of UV radiation burns and skin cancer. Alright, so that claim, that's more or less true. He goes on to say that now the hole in the ozone layer is magically repairing itself, despite the fact that we're continuing to use the aerosols and the styrofoam that they say was the source of the problem. So he says that this proves that the scientists are untrustworthy, and they didn't know what was going on. So first off, is he correct about the hole in the ozone layer? Is it in fact shrinking? Well, I looked on the Ecology Global Network website, ecology.com, and in an article dated October 22nd, 2001, it says that the growth in the hole in the ozone layer decreased, suggesting that the trend might have been reversing itself. All right, notice that's might have been reversing itself. There's always uncertainty in science, and certainly there's a lot of uncertainty in this. However, I looked at ozonehole.com, and it said that in 2006, the lowest level of ozone over the Antarctic ever was recorded. The hole in the ozone layer in that year, at its maximum, was 29.5 million square kilometers, as opposed to the previous maximum in the year 2000, which was 29.4 million square kilometers. So the truth of the matter is that the ozone hole may very well not be shrinking, may be continuing to expand. Alright, as for the continued use of aerosols and styrofoam, well, he is correct. We are continuing to use aerosols and styrofoam. However, it wasn't just the technology of aerosols or styrofoam that was causing the problem. The problem was the CFCs that were being used in the production of the styrofoam and as the pressurizing component of the aerosol. They're also being used as refrigerants, Freon. Now, these have been phased out in many countries in the world, including the United States, Canada, most of Europe. However, they continue to be used in some developing countries. I believe China, they're probably the largest user of CFCs in the world right now. So we may not hear a whole lot about this in the United States because there's very little we can do about it at this stage. But CFCs, because we're no longer using CFCs, but CFCs are continuing to be produced elsewhere in the world, and thus they continue to deplete ozone. And also, since CFCs stay in the atmosphere for a long time, even the ones we produced, many of them are still out there continuing to deplete ozone. And I will post links to articles supporting all of this that I've said in the description to this video. Thanks.